Many of us by now are aware that our perception of reality might not be that accurate. But we also know that if we understand how our perception is changed and altered, we can perhaps account for that change. So we're going to look at anger. Anger makes us more susceptible to misinformation. This comes from a study published in Experimental Psychology. The study took two groups of participants. They made those participants watch a film, and then they quizzed them on that film. They quizzed them in 2 sessions. The first session contained misinformation in the quiz. It tried to confuse the participants about the facts of the movie. One group of participants was left to feel quite neutral. They were left in a polite, organized venue and were made to reflect on very neutral experiences like going to a museum. The other group was made to feel frustrated. The researcher was disorganized and interrupted them and generally frustrated the participants, and they were asked to reflect on angry experiences that they had had previously. They later quizzed the 2 groups again, this time only looking at factual information. And while there was no difference between the 2 groups in who remembered facts, the angry group was more likely to remember misinformation. They were also more likely to rate their memory more accurately. So what does that imply? Being angry doesn't make you forget things, but it can make you remember things that didn't actually happen, and it can increase your confidence in your memory. So we need to be aware of how that emotion affects our ability to judge situations, especially with sensitive content, which will likely make us angry. We need to make sure that we are essentially being cool-headed and calm when we evaluate information. And if you realize that you haven't been cool-headed and calm, perhaps you did get a bit angry, you might take a second look at that information just to verify that you've essentially fact-checked it. So pay attention to your emotions, because they can have a drastic effect on how you perceive the world around you.